You won't believe what this park ranger found in the woods. A few years ago, a young man decided to go camping in the Beartooth Wilderness area in the early 2000s. There were no designated campsites in this area of the park, so he just picked a spot and made a small fire to keep warm at night. It was only a couple of miles from the road, but far enough in the woods that he thought he'd be okay. Well, there's actually a simple explanation for it. You see, the Beartooth Wilderness area is actually inside Yellowstone National Park, and if you look at a map of Yellowstone, you'll notice that most of the park is in a horseshoe shape with a big gap in between. That gap is actually a fault line, which means there's a lot of seismic activity in that area. And that's why there are so many forest fires. In the morning, after of course building a bigger fire to cook some breakfast, he started to notice smoke. Well, in 2012, scientists recorded a magnitude 7.2 earthquake in the area. If you want to see more videos like this, then stay tuned for more content and subscribe. So when the car caught fire, they knew exactly what had caused it. But even though they knew what caused it, they still don't know how it started. An earthquake of that magnitude can cause all sorts of damage, including broken gas lines. So it's possible that a gas line was broken, causing the fuel to leak into the ground and eventually ignite. But that's just a theory. No one really knows what caused the fire. At first it was far off in the distance, but as the day wore on, it got closer and closer. Soon enough, he could see flames coming over the hill. A wildfire was bearing down on him, and there was nothing he could do about it. He grabbed his stuff and ran for the car. But the heat was intense, and he could feel his hair and eyebrows burning. When he finally got to the car, it was too hot to touch the steering wheel, and the tires were flat. Thinking fast, he poured water on the engine, and thankfully, it started. He peeled out of there and barely made it out of the park before his car broke down. Thankfully, a passerby offered him a ride to the nearest gas station where he could get a new tire. This story comes from a Reddit user. And yeah, that's pretty scary. But get this, it actually happened twice in the same park, just 10 years apart. It's almost like clockwork. In 1996, a guy named Mike was camping near a lake in the same park when a wildfire swept through the area. He had parked his car a good distance away from his campsite because he had read about all the forest fires that had been happening lately. He figured that would be enough to save his car, but he should have known better. By the time he got to his car, it was completely surrounded by flames. He tried to put it out with a fire extinguisher, but it was no use. The fire was too intense. At that point, he knew his car was done for, so he grabbed his stuff and ran. Just like the other guy, the heat was unbearable and he could feel his eyebrows burning as well. Thankfully, he made it to safety. So 2 separate instances of cars burning up in the exact same park, 10 years apart. What are the odds? But what does that have to do with the guy whose car burned down in 2012? What do you think happened? Let me know in the comments below. Also subscribe to the channel. It takes too much time to create one video, so just click subscribe. But that's not all. I will see you in the next video.